Top of the top. What's good? What's popping? What's cracking? Y'all know what time it is. What up, Blue Money? First on the pull up. I see you. What's good? What's good? You know what I'm saying? Happy holidays to the people, man. It's been a rough time. It's been a rough month, man. Every day is a lot of chaos. But y'all know what time it is, man. We're gonna still get through this shit. We're gonna still make it. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna still keep our head up high. AP Wiz, what's good? Allen, what's good, my brother? England in the building. That's what I'm talking about. But check it out, right? Once again, had a lot going on last night. You know what I'm saying? We did a good show last night. But my point is this, man. I didn't even know if I was gonna come on this morning for the simple fact it ain't a lot of shit going on. But at the end of the day, right? I always gotta come put on for my people. Cause we all gotta get through this shit together. You know what I'm saying? Cause we definitely in the last days, you know what I'm saying? But it is gonna be a better day. It's just right now we gotta grind this shit out. You know what I'm saying? And this the For No Fame Prime Time episode 46. You dig? And I'm gonna touch on a few things, and I'm not gonna be too long because I got shit to do, and you got shit to do. I'm probably, you know what I'm saying, sure you got shit to do today too. But I'm definitely gonna get into a few things. So I'm gonna let a few people get in the building. And then I will be getting started. You heard? We about to get into some shit. Now, this is the first thing I had to get into, and I seen this crazy shit this morning. Kanye West and Drake. You know they recently squashed their beef, or we seen Jay Prince make Kanye squash that beef. But anyway, right? Kanye West and Drake, they charging $200 to $500 for the Larry Hoover concert. Now, for those that don't know, Larry Hoover has been locked up for I want to be accurate. I know it's been about 25 years. He's been locked away, probably more than that. But he was the head of the Gangster Disciples, the king of the Gangster Disciples. You understand? Which are the GDs, which fall under the Folk Nation in Chicago. But Larry Hoover has been on lockdown, you know what I'm saying, in the Colorado Federal Penitentiary with no human contact. So this concert, we don't know if this shit is a money grab. We don't know if Larry Hoover getting his money. We don't know what's the situation with this. But we recently seen Kanye West pop out, and he was talking a lot of talk about how he's a billionaire. He also was making references to how he lives humble and he stays at his friend's house. He said a lot of little shit that people wanted to hear. You know what I'm saying? But my point is this: he's charging $200 to $500. But we also got to look at how Kanye West is also related to Travis Scott through marriage. And we just seen what recently happened at the Travis Scott tour. And we also know Drake performed at the Travis Scott tour. And now we see Drake and Kanye linking up for some more money. Because they got kids and they got family too, and they need their Christmas money. And you understand, they got to buy gifts too, and they got to get their bag up, right? So that's what I'm trying to tell you. The people always going to be the victims because they know that the people worship the entertainers, and the entertainers are going to capitalize every chance they get. But these niggas are charging $200 to $500 for a Larry Hoover concert, and Larry Hoover's locked up. So it seems to me like a lot of people going to eat up this whole situation, and we really don't know what Larry Hoover going to get. But the point is, they're using his name for a concert. You know what I'm saying? Simple and plain. They're using his name to come together and give a concert. When the people, it's been an outrage on social media, and a lot of people on social media basically thought this concert was going to be free, because usually when it's to support somebody, it's usually a free concert. But people are going ham on Kanye West because he's charging $200 to $500, and you already know how much the sneakers cost. So it's like his sneakers ain't enough. He got to get some more money. And this is what I'm trying to tell you. And this is weeks after his wife just dropped a clothing line for Fendi. You understand? So this is why I want y'all to see how these niggas be playing games. What's up, Miss Playful? I see you, Queen. What's going on? Willie Minor. Buenos dias. I see you, brother. Imperviousness one. Get that money in the building. We see what's going on out here, man. I'm trying to tell you, man, the people are the victims, man. You know, these rappers are supposed to be going around, you know, they should be throwing a free concert and giving $200 to $500 to everybody that pulled up. You understand? They should be going from hood to hood, city to city on a worldwide tour. You know what I'm saying? Even if it was giving out turkeys and book bags, at least they was doing something. They need to be going around giving back. All of these rappers, all these entertainers need to be giving back. Why? Because we know we in the worst of times, for one, right? We know we in a pandemic. We know for a fact a lot of people are unemployed. And we know the people that are working hard, getting money, they being taxed every day through inflation, such as gas and food. We also see an outrage in America because Dollar Tree has taken their products up an extra quarter, the 125, you dig, and that's 125 plus tax. So that's about, we'll round that all to about 140. You understand? And for every product you get, that's lesser products you leaving without the store. You dig? And I definitely go to Dollar Tree to get a lot of knickknacks out of there. You know what I'm saying? So before, when you might have got five products, now you're only gonna get four products. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people are enraged about that. But my point is this: it's like being at the people at their lowest point. All of the vultures, meaning the corporations, they taking advantage of this whole situation. And that's why I told you this shit is gonna be have against the have-nots, meaning if you don't have a certain amount of hustle about yourself, you're not gonna make it out here. If you don't have a certain amount of income, you're not gonna be able to move around and do what you want to do, because the things we used to take for granted now are gonna become a luxury. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna become a luxury, and everything is not really gonna be on a basic level no more. You know, like I say, the shit we took for granted, like, just going out shopping, spending money, doing what we want to do, traveling, that's not going to be for the average person no more. It's only going to be for the people that really save, budget their money, and got a good job or got a good income, a good business, good businesses going on. And we got to realize also during this pandemic, a lot of small businesses have been suffering because people not coming into these small businesses no more. A lot of people had that. A lot of people did start restaurants. They did start sports bars. A lot of people did start little clothing stores, little mom and pop stores, bakeries. A lot of people did flourish within the past 5 years, barbershops, hair salons. A lot of people did flourish. But what we got to understand is people no longer have money to just throw away no more. And whenever you spend a dollar now, you have to really think on how you're going to spend it, and how is it beneficial. Like, especially when you go out to buy certain products, you got to really analyze your money and say, well, okay, is it worth me getting this? Okay, I might come back get this tomorrow, but I need this today. You know what I'm saying? And then I get the rest of that this weekend. Like, you got to really know how to finesse and budget your money now. You understand? But when you got niggas like Kanye West and Drake, you dig, these niggas are vultures, and they don't give a fuck about what the people going through. That's why they charging $200 to $500 for a ticket to come see these niggas. Like they that special. And we know some people, right? They wouldn't even take this $200 to $500 and help a family member or a friend. You understand? But like I say, motherfuckers love these rappers, and they think these rappers are their daddy. They think these rappers are their God. And that's when we get into that false idol worshiping. And that's why a lot of people suffer. You dig? They suffer because they're looking for spiritual guidance from dumbass entertainers. And they don't understand these entertainers are puppets on a string to keep you fucking distracted and keep you fucked up in the head. You understand? That's what all this shit is about. So, like I said, a lot of this shit is a mockery, and we got to understand that Kanye West and Drake are both tied into Travis Scott. And like I told y'all, Travis Scott is not going to get in no trouble. You understand? That's why you see that shit get brushed right under the rug. I told you, you're going to just keep seeing fake ass allegations come out, fake stories. But those fake stories keep his name popping and keep his music streaming. You see, it's all free promotion. You see, after the fact with this whole concert with Travis Scott, you see he's been getting a whole lot of free promotion. You see Nike did not drop him. You did? Because they not fucking, do you understand? They're all profiting off of this shit. You hear about what niggas say they gonna do, but you ain't see niggas do shit. And that's how they always gonna do. So it's gonna be funny one day when these niggas throw a concert and the whole stage just rush them and beat the shit out of all of them niggas. See, that's when they gonna learn something. Because they think they got mind control over the people and they think the people are stupid. That's why they keep doing all this stupid ass shit like charging you $500 for a ticket. That's what I'm trying to show you, man. But you're gonna see all these extra prices didn't happen to the pandemic. Because guess what? We know these rappers and entertainers, we know they took a lot of losses. Them niggas took a lot of losses. They wasn't making that show money like that. They've been paying taxes on their property. You understand? They be having to still take care of their family. And we know tax season is coming up again. These niggas got to kick out a lot of money. So that's why they're trying to recoup that shit. So when you see a nigga charging you $500, that before that might have been 5 different shows that was $100. So these niggas are charging you for 5 shows wrapped up into one show. You dig? That's why you see these collaborations, because they're trying to get the most money they can get so they can all break up that money and everybody walk away straight. It's that simple. These niggas are making millions of dollars per show now when it comes to these tours and these big arenas. And the people are the motherfucking flunkies that's going to work hard, cash their check, you know what I'm saying? And they're going to spend that money on that ticket. But these two retarded individuals, they don't give a fuck, and they doing that shit in the name of Larry Hoover. And we've been seeing niggas capitalize off Larry Hoover's name since he been locked up, such as people like Rick Ross. You understand? When he had the song Blowing Money Fast, he said he think he Big Meech Larry Hoover, things of that nature. And when he made that song, guess what? Them GDs was ready to take Rick Ross out. The same way, we don't know if the GDs might be at Kanye West and Drake neck for this right here, because these niggas be doing a little too much. And I'm not really gonna say it's too much of Drake, but it's definitely Kanye West, because he's from Chicago and he know all about the GDs, the Gangster Disciples, and he know about Larry Hoover. You did, but we know Kanye West should really be giving a free show to everybody from Chicago, right? And we also know that Kanye West don't go back to Chicago and do shit for the people. He don't do nothing. You understand? He don't do shit, but use Chicago to his advantage. When really he's a lame nigga from Chicago. That's just what it is. When you right, you right. When you wrong, nigga. And like I said, Kanye West ain't gonna learn to niggas from Chicago put in work on him, because he been doing a lot of bullshit and he don't give nothing back to Chicago. You understand? I'm talking about nothing major. That man got an opportunity to do major things for Chicago. You dig? Niggas like him can help stop the crime. He can create his own security service. You know what I'm saying? To patrol these hoods and things like that. But we know he's not gonna do that, because he's a selfish ass nigga. And he's two-faced. That's why he's a Gemini. So Kanye West always gonna play. See, when he come around the blacks, he gonna show how black he is. He gonna show how real he keep it. But he the same nigga when he go around white people. He's gonna use a lot of professional words. You dig? He's gonna change his voice tone. He's gonna talk like a white person. You dig? Because he's a two-faced ass Gemini. That's what they do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying all of them are, not to that level. But I'm just saying, when you're dealing with the weak Gemini, they always gonna be two-faced. A strong Gemini gonna always keep it the same. But a weak ass Gemini always gonna play two sides, because they two-faced it. That's just their nature. You dig? Moving right along. A next topic, right? And this is dealing with Alpo once again. You know what I'm saying? And we know what happened to Alpo. This nigga Alpo literally tried to move back to New York. He tried to move back to New York, and when he tried to make that move, we seen what happened. Because a lot of niggas thought because Tekashi did what he did, and Sammy the Bull did what he did, Alpo thought he could do the same thing. But the difference is Sammy the Bull, he moved out of town, and so did Tekashi 6ix9ine. But Alpo, this dumb nigga, 55 years old, living in the past, he thought he was going to go back to Harlem and return to being a drug kingpin. And we see he got smoked for that. You did what I'm telling you? He up out of here now. But this is my point. They say that Alpo was working on his life story, which he wanted to be a movie. And reports say he was working with Mary J. Blige and Misha, which is Puffy Baby Moms. He was working on a deal with Lionsgate Pictures. And for those who don't know, Lionsgate is building a $100 million studio in Yonkers right now as we speak. So Lionsgate is going to be in Yonkers. You also understand about Hollywood, how it's been kind of shut down since the Weinstein and things of that nature. And now you've been seeing a lot of these Hollywood companies moving to the East Coast because it's cheaper and it's a lot of chaos on the West Coast right now. For those that don't know, the West Coast is really going through it. They turning the West Coast into like a third world country, man. That shit is very chaotic and savage in the West Coast right now. I'm talking about California. A lot of shit going on they don't show you. But they moving a lot of these studios to the East Coast. And they're building $100 million studio in Yonkers. And they saying that Alpo was working with Mary J. Blige, and it was working on a movie deal. They also said that this dumb nigga, we know he was living in Maine. But they also said that, neighbors reported that they saw him packing up U-Haul trucks with his family. And then other reports say that the nigga actually did move back to New York like a dumbass nigga. And they also say you know what I'm saying, he was planning on getting back in them streets. But check this out, right? The news report I read, they had a lot of fucking information. And guess where they got the information from? Motherfucking YouTube. They were speaking on YouTube on how the fact that on YouTube it's a lot of different stories about the Alpo situation. They reported the story about how he had beef with his girl. They reported the story about how he had banged on his rivals. He had got a couple of his rivals killed. And they also were speaking on the brother Sub Zero. You understand? He's also on YouTube. He's from Harlem. You dig? And they was mentioning Sub Zero and Brian Glaze. You know what I'm saying? And it was also speaking on how other YouTubers have a lot of information on this situation, and that I just want to try to understand that. I told y'all these higher up people or these so-called executives or these news reporters, all these people you think don't pay attention to you, they pay attention because now as a reporter, they understand they got to gather all the information they can. Now they could just go on YouTube, put a name in the engine box and whatever come up, they're going to study it. And that also got to do with the algorithm. You understand? To show you that we all being watched, whether you know it or not. You understand? For good or bad, you never know who's watching. I mean, don't get it fucked up. The same way a person with money could be watching and really want to do business with you. It goes both ways. But it's been admitted that, a lot of these stories they got on Alpo, a lot of information they got on Alpo has come from YouTube. You dig what I'm saying? And we know it's been a lot of misinformation. It's been a lot of truth. But they also reported about how he was throwing the heroin bags out the window. You understand? They also were speaking about how he might have, how Rich Porter's sister was celebrating his death. And I seen that footage too as well. You know what I'm saying? I'm riding around popping bottles, you know what I'm saying, chilling, celebrating his death. But we got to look at how this was a dumbass nigga, right? And he actually thought he was going to sit on that story and he was going to cash out with a big motion picture, and then he was going to still have drugs and work on the street. He really thought he was the mayor of Harlem because this article or this story was reporting him as the mayor of Harlem. Now, how the fuck can you be a snitch ass nigga? You know what I'm saying? Told on 14 murders, got a lot of people killed, did a lot of foul shit, and he in his mind thought he was gonna be the mayor. That's why I told you niggas, it's a false sense of power out here. A lot of people, they think because people love them or so-called like them, they start getting delusional in their mind and start thinking they bigger than God. And then they start thinking nobody won't touch them. And I'm gonna say it again. I said it 1,000 fucking times. If you could be seen, you could be hit. That goes for anybody. So when you violate people and you live a fucked up life, nobody gives a fuck if you change your life because guess what? The people didn't change their mind about how they feel about you. And a nigga from 1992 might run up on you or his son and smoke you. So you don't know never when your day is coming. That's what I'm trying to tell a lot of you delusional niggas. That's why you see Alpo was 55 years old and got smoked. When the nigga should have been in the crib chilling somewhere or just stayed his ass in the fucking car. But no, he wanted that fame. He wanted to make up for all the time he lost when he was locked up. He wanted to still be Alpo. And like I told you niggas, ain't nobody scared of Alpo. Only the niggas that he was around that was already suckers and pussy ass niggas. See, whenever a man is still feared in his elder years, it's because he's feared amongst his peers. But everybody other than your peers don't give a fuck about you because they don't even know you and they don't care about you. And guess what? These little niggas, they'll get clout off you so fast in a hurry and won't give a fuck. We also see what happened to Young Dolph. So that's what I'm trying to tell y'all, man. If niggas want you out of here, you will fucking be out of here. For all you niggas that think you can't be touched, right? You think because you got a certain amount of money or you got a little name or you got a lot of people watching you, you think motherfuckers won't try you. That's where you always fuck up at. And I'm pretty sure, right, it's going to be a lot of people that's going to get smoked and cooked, just like Alpo. Just pay attention to what's going on. Because like I told y'all niggas and my sisters, before the arrogance, after the arrogance comes the great fall. So when you see niggas being arrogant and acting like they can't be faded, just know it's a matter of time when the clock start ticking. And that nigga's on the clock. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And Alpo had to learn the hard way. Because he's a dumb nigga too. I don't give a fuck how much money you make, how famous you think you are. If you don't know how to move, you're a dummy. You understand? Because you don't even know how to solidify your own protection, your own security. And that's what these niggas do. They think they're gonna keep running their mouth, keep doing what they want to do. What Alpo was doing, showing out for the fucking camera. He always made a point to stunt for that camera. And that's always gonna be your demise, nigga. And a wise man told me before, you stay from in front of that camera. Dig? I'm talking about all that broadcasting and trying to be a superstar shit. You could be in front of the camera, but when you're trying to be a superstar and live by that camera, that's gonna always be your destruction. Don't get it fucked up. And it's called fame. You see what I'm saying? It's called fame. When you love that fucking camera and you think that camera make you greater than everybody else. We see all those people that live like that, they always die a horrible death. And that's why I'm telling you, a lot of you big YouTubers, you need to shut the fuck up and lay low. Because guess what? Your clock might be ticking too, just like Poe. Because Poe thought he couldn't be faded, and we see what happened to him. Just like a lot of other people. That's all I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Wake up out here, man. Stop living in a false reality that you some type of superstar. You did? Because if you a superstar and a nigga that take you out, he gonna be the superstar when you in the ground. You did? He gonna be more famous than you. That's how the shit work. Next, moving right along, because I told y'all this ain't gonna be too long, right? We got things to do today. Salute to the chat. What's good, P? Let's talk about it. Y'all know we did our thing last night. Spot 'em, got 'em. What's up, family? I see you in the building. Hurricane JW, what's good? Black 718, what's popping? You heard? I seen you, Rondell. What's going on, sis? Once again, AP Wiz, you did. Cherie, what's going on? We out here. You understand? We got to get through this shit, man. We got to get through the day, man. It's going to be, you know what I'm saying? It was a rough night, but we had a good show last night, man. You know what I mean? Go subscribe to Let's Talk About It. You did. And check out, we got a catalog growing right now. We got a nice catalog growing. We've been giving y'all 3-hour videos back to back. You know what I'm saying? Touching up on a lot of topics. You know, we also got comedy. You know, we got things going on. And you got to check us out. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Stay in the loop. Stay in the loop. Let's Talk About It is the channel. You know what I'm saying? Grown man talk. And that's where we have conversations as well as if you want to pull up, you know, if you got anything on your mind you want to speak about, you got any questions, you want to address anything, that's where you come do it. It's an open platform, and that's where we show love. You heard? And we give back to the people. You know what I mean? We don't ego trip or none of that. That's how we get down. But moving right along, right? Now y'all got to check this grimy shit out. Brooklyn seniors are living with no heat in their apartment, and they said it feel like refrigerators, and they say it's colder inside than outside. They got no heat and no hot water. And this is in a Roosevelt housing in Brooklyn, New York, in the Bed-Stuy area, in the senior part. You dig? They got no heat and they got no hot water. And they said it feel like refrigerators in their house. And one of the residents complained, he's 72 years old, and he said he don't want no cold ass fucking turkey. He wants some heat. You dig? And this individual also was speaking on how he just had heart surgery. And in my opinion, it sounds like they're trying to get rid of these elder people. It seems to me like they're trying to do a slick ass extermination process. You heard? Or they're trying to get these people sick so they can get up in that hospital, right, and get put up under one of those ventilators. You dig? Allegedly. That's what it sounds like to me. Because we know in 2021, it's no way niggas they can be playing with the heat like that. And it's mighty funny. One of the coldest weeks, and a storm is coming. I seen it this morning. The storm is on the way, and it's mighty funny, right? It's kind of aimed straight at New York. I'm gonna be real. The way I seen the storm look like it's coming, that shit is going straight to New York. I'm gonna be real. And it's mighty funny the same week, these people don't have no heat and no hot water. So we know they can't even wash their ass. You feel me? They gotta live by the stove right now. So that's why I'm trying to tell y'all this shit don't make no sense what they doing to the people. The people are becoming the victims. But you got to understand also, this is public housing. So when you under public housing, they can do whatever the fuck they want to do. So that's why I'm saying 9 times out of 10, this whole heat situation is being controlled. And you know, elderly people, they don't have as much body fat on their bones like the rest of us do, and they get cold away faster. Their immune systems are lower, they get sicker faster. And we got to remember, right? We know it's a lot of senior citizens that don't have family checking on them. We know this already. You understand? Some, especially in New York City, I'm gonna keep it real. A lot of our elders in New York City, they got a lot of pride. They like to live alone, still handle their business by themselves, and they don't really have no help, or some of them don't even want no help from their family members. They like to do what they do on their own. You know what I'm saying? And these are some of the people that are suffering because they don't have no power and no hot water. And they saying the crib feel like a fucking refrigerator. And it's the week of Thanksgiving. The day before Thanksgiving on top of that. So that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. It's a lot of fuck shit going on in America right now. But it's nobody looking out for the seniors and the women and the kids. It's nobody looking out for them. And it's sad to say that, what I mean, God forbid some of these people don't pass away due to this cold weather. Hopefully some of them don't pass away in their sleep or catch pneumonia. You dig what I'm telling you? Shit like that. Or just you can catch a wicked cold just being in the house in these conditions. You know what I'm saying? But that's what's going on. Brooklyn seniors living with no heat in their apartment, and they said it feel like refrigerators. You understand? They said it's colder inside than outside, and they got no hot water. So that's what I'm trying to show y'all what type of shit is going on. And like I said, man, things are starting to get real crazy out here, man. But you got to know this how the game is played, man. The game is played this way because they trying to fade a certain amount of people, man. You heard about the population control. You heard about all that. But you got to understand they doing that shit in like 10 different ways. And then they got a thing, then they got a thing where they letting people take themselves out due to their own ignorance. You know what I'm saying? Some people are taking themselves out due to the life they was living that is catching up with them now. So it's a lot of shit going on right now at a high level of multiple numbers. And that's why it's been a beef about a lot of shit. Just like they know a lot of people live off Dollar Tree and things of that nature, but they went up on them prices too. You understand? And for the people that do get food stamps, they inflating the prices so they can't make it through the month neither. Let's be real. Food stamps only gonna get you maybe through half the month, and the rest of the month you got to freestyle and make it through on your own. You know what I'm saying? And they know this. That's why I say it's a whole nother game being played. Another thing I want to speak on, which is confirmed, is y'all know about the Hellcats made by Dodge. A lot of these rap niggas be talking about the Hellcat. You know what I'm saying? It ain't number the Dodge Challengers souped up. You dig? But Dodge has admitted that they're going to stop making the Hellcats by 2023 and focus on electric cars. Because I told y'all all the cars are supposed to be electric by 2026, and all the other cars are going to be outlawed. You dig? You got to also remember, for those who don't know, they did this same thing in history 100 years ago. You see, remember when Ford first made the car and everybody was getting cars back in the day? But then there was a time when in the early 1900s, all cars switched to electric cars. Then you had electric trains. You dig? This where the trolley comes in at. Y'all know about the trolley from San Francisco and the trolleys that run off electric. This is around that same time when cars all went electric. So this is not the first time where America is switching back to electric. And they also know that it's going to be a lot of money when they switch everything over. That's why I told you when Joe Biden has signed that 1.2 trillion He signed other money as well. A lot of that money was given to these car dealerships and given to these corporations so they could start investing into the electric technology. I also told you about the other day over the weekend when Joe Biden was balling out in a Hummer. He was balling out in the first electric Hummer, you dig, that go from 0 to 60 in 3 seconds. So I'm showing you everything is going electric. Now you're going to see why they try to trick us to spend all that money on all these cars, because these cars got to get off the lot anyway. You did. That was part of their PPP money, so we can take that money and buy up all these cars off the lot and pay for this 93 gas niggas getting taxed on now, and it's 87 and 89 we getting taxed on because they know this is the last days of gas. Honestly, these are the last days of gas cars. Now I don't know if they're going to outlaw all the gas cars, or I don't know if they're going to make them collectibles. But it's definitely going to be a transition to electric cars. I told you how they're going to have the automatic breathalyzer in electric cars. So when you get in a car, it's going to be automatic. If you've been drinking, that shit ain't going to move. You dig? 5G technology. It's also going to be a form of tracking. Once you're in an electric car, you're going to be hooked up to satellites, things of that nature. You're never going to be able to go nowhere without being detected. They're also going to have what? Electric plug-up stations. So therefore, you're never going to be able to make a move behind the scenes, travel down back roads, minding your business. Wherever you go, you're going to be fucking tracked. That's what it's all about. So you got to understand this whole New World Order shit is about tracking. But my point is this. If you're a law-abiding citizen and you do the right thing, you don't have to worry about tracking. I'm trying to tell you, this tracking is for a certain group of individuals. Those are the people who are going to be labeled as outlaws in America, and they're going to be labeled as criminals and terrorists. All those who don't want to comply with the new American vibe. You dig? That's all this shit is about. If you so-called a super thug and you living in that matrix or that fake reality that one day you're gonna make it big in the street game, yeah, all this shit is for you. If you're a swindler, a scammer, if you're a person that's not supposed to be in this country freestyling, you understand? You ain't got no green card. This shit, all this technology is for you. They're trying to shut all opposition down to America. Or if you don't want to follow the American path, you're going to be labeled as a criminal. And this also ties into the dispensaries. And I also seen reports in Canada how they're already making it where you can the dispensaries are going to be working deals with Lyft and Uber and things of that nature. You understand? Not to deliver you the marijuana, but they're going to make it where they're going to be tied in together. Where, say, if I call a Lyft from my crib, the Lyft will take me straight to the dispensary. I get my bud and hop back in the car and go home. A lot of these companies are working on that right now, and you got to understand that's why they cannot have criminal activity no more. That's why you're going to see is all these casinos being built in America. For those that know, it's casinos being built right now all across America. Don't get it fucked up. America is going to be a time for luxury, lavish life, balling and having fun. All that shit is coming back. But that's what the infrastructure is about. Things have to be rebuilt. And when you see buildings getting rebuilt, you also got to understand the people have to be rebuilt. Meaning they know America has become so low. The people have become so low, so fucking grimy in their ways that they got to change all of that shit in order for people to live in luxury and enjoy their life. A certain element has to go. You dig? And it's called crime. It's called anti-government individuals. You dig? You anti-government, you're gonna be labeled as a fucking op. And they basically trying to say, if you don't like America, get the fuck up out of here. But what they're gonna do is they're not gonna tell you that. They're just gonna make it hard for you, and you're gonna get jacked the fuck up. And you're gonna get put away somewhere because they know you're disgruntled. You dig? All disgruntled Americans that don't want to comply, they got a plan for you. That's what all this tracking shit is about. So being that you're disgruntled, you're not gonna be a disgruntled American thinking you're gonna go wherever you want to go, shoot up wherever you want to shoot up a church or shoot up a fucking great adventure, shoot up a movie theater. You're not gonna be going around doing what the fuck you want to do no more if you live a life of crime or you live a life of anti-government. That's what all this tracking is about. That's what all this lockdown is really about. For those who abide by the laws, you have nothing to worry about. That's all you got to know. That's the jewel I'm gonna give you on this whole tracking situation. And it also got to do with the 5 individuals, like I said, the human traffickers. Because they also know in the last days, human beings are gonna be the most commodity. They're gonna be the biggest commodity, human beings. Because when the criminals can't eat, that's when they snatch up humans. And we also know people that like to have them the wicked sex fantasies. They like to snatch up humans. So that's why this tracking has to be put in effect. Every American, because look, remember, Americans was not complying with the census. For years, people have not complied with the census. People have not complied with a lot of different things. So this is their way to count every American. They showed you that through the stimulus checks. You dig? They showed you all this. You had to be verified to get your check. You had to be verified to get this tracking process because they're trying to see who's the good Americans from the anti-Americans. That's what's going on right now. It's a game, but it's also some real shit. It's nothing scary. It's no boogeyman shit. It's called a new world order, which is called a new world structure, meaning things are going in a different direction, but they're going to lead to a greater day. Because if you have nothing to worry about and you got your shit together, you're going to be living in paradise. You're going to be able to do what the fuck you want to do. You know what I'm saying? You will be able to go back to the beaches, fly overseas, you know what I'm saying? Go on cruises, things like that. You're going to be able to do all that once they get all this shit put back in order. They just don't want them criminals going around no more. You know, they don't want people going to Dubai, you know, doing all type of freaky shit, freaky behavior, playing with little kids. They don't want you being able to go to Africa, snatching up kids, bringing them back. You see, they got to put all these stipulations in effect because people have been doing what the fuck they want to do in America for a long time. You dig? So that's what you got to understand what all this tracking shit is about. And this whole electric shit got to do with it. All cars going to be electric. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So you're gonna always have to basically, you're gonna be, you know, these electrical stations where you gotta rejuvenate your car, they're gonna be surveillanced out. You know, everything is gonna be surveillanced out, whether you like it or not. Because you gotta remember, see, we always knew it was satellites in the sky, but that was on the 3G technology and 4G. So therefore, what I learned is certain machinery and certain technology that does not work. Like certain like I seen in China where they was building up certain robots that look like humans. Basically, they got robots that look like humans that can walk, talk, and do all that type of shit, but it only works on 5G technology. That's what I'm trying to tell you. The 5G technology is what makes a lot of the robotic engineering work. That's part of the 5G technology. It's all about human androids. It's about being able to track everybody and everything under one program. You dig? Where nobody is no more unheard or unseen. No more hiding. You dig? That's what I'm trying to tell you, man. That's what's going on in America right now. So don't be scared. Just get your shit together. And if you got your shit together, you just keep staying focused and pay attention to what's going on. And don't be believing the hype about all this spooky shit and boogeyman shit. If you live in the right life, you have nothing to worry about. If you take care of yourself and you build up your immune system, you have nothing to worry about. If you out here living foul, doing all the wrong shit, then you got a lot to worry about. You know what I'm saying? That's just how this shit go. Salute to the chat. Queen of Attraction. 1090 Bori. I see you. I see y'all, family. Like I said, DJ Manny Styles, we in the building. You understand? Salute to the fam, 4NOFAME Mafia. Y'all know how we do this shit. You understand? We're gonna have a good weekend. We're gonna have a good day. We're gonna get through this shit. But basically, that's it. It's not really a lot, right? But I had to touch on them certain topics. For those that just pulled up, I'm a scroll through them again real quick. You see, Kanye West and Drake, they charging $200 to $500 for the Larry Hoover concert. And a lot of people are fed up. They're in uproar because they thought these tickets were going to be free to support Larry Hoover. But we see Kanye West is a fucking vulture, right? He's a vulture and he's a swindling ass nigga. And he's going to charge this money to go to his pockets. And so he can, he can show Kim K some love for Christmas. Shit like that. You know, he's in a family of witches and he got to break bread. He's in the same family of Travis Scott. Now you've seen Travis Scott just take a lot of money and have a lot of people fucked up in the game. But you got to remember Kanye West, right? And Travis Scott, they motherfucking brothers-in-law. You dig? And you got to understand who controls both of them niggas' brain. Both of them niggas' brains are being controlled and they fucking puppets. Period. And Drake with the shits too. He's with the shits too. That's why they can charge you $200 to $500 instead of them going around helping the poor or helping the people, period. All the music you downloaded, all the songs, all the support you gave these niggas since 2009, these niggas have gave you nothing. And they still gonna stand in your face and charge you $500 in the name of Larry Hoover. And we know that man is on lockdown with no human contact. And we don't even know if this man gonna get a piece of this money. And we know that Kanye West ain't doing shit for Chicago, period. So that's why I said Kanye West ain't gonna learn to niggas from Chicago ban that nigga, and they not gonna learn to one day they doing a show on stage and the whole crowd just gonna rush them and beat blood out them niggas. They ain't gonna learn till that happen. You see what I'm saying? Because they think it ain't gonna happen. But one day the masses are gonna stampede these niggas because these rappers be going too far. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give a disclaimer on that. But I'm telling you, a lot of these celebrities or these so-called whoever the fuck they think they a fucking god, and they think you're supposed to look up to them. But what they don't understand is one day they're gonna get slaughtered just like everybody else. That's what's gonna wind up happening. I'm telling you, because they out here playing. You know what I'm saying? And also for those that just pulled up, I'm gonna touch on the Alpo situation, on how Alpo was working on a story about his life, and this dumbass nigga thought he was gonna cash out for a couple hundred mil or a couple mil, you know what I'm saying, to tell his story in a form of a movie. And they say he was working on a movie deal, you know what I'm saying, with Lionsgate Films, and Mary J. Blige was co-signing them, and Puffy Baby Mom's Misha. You feel me? So I want y'all to see how these motherfuckers are delusional, right? And the older they get, the more stupid they get. Now you're gonna see why Gene Deal was also co-signing Alpo. You understand? Because these niggas with the entertainment shit. That's how this shit works. Alpo was gonna put a fucking movie out and get paid off the shit. And everything he did was gonna rub in everybody's face. And they also said this dumb nigga actually did move back to New York. Because he was bored in Maine. He couldn't take it in Maine no more. He had to move back to New York. And I also spoke about how the report I read, it was speaking on how they was gathering a lot of information from YouTube, and they was speaking on all the different YouTube stories about, how he was throwing dope out the window. They was speaking on the YouTube stories about how, he had beef over a girl. They was speaking on YouTube stories about how he had niggas shot up in the street since he been home. They knew all the sauce, all the tea. They knew everything. That's why I try to tell my people, they be watching us. They watch YouTube. Don't think nobody does not watch YouTube. Niggas be watching us, but they be fronting, and they also do watch for information and to make their stories and to do what they got to do. You dig? So don't think because you might not got a lot of subscribers, nobody watch you. YouTube is a search engine. Everybody is being watched for good and for bad. Like I said earlier, some of it could be good. So, you might have higher ups, click on YouTube, click on your page. They might like your content. They might like how how you deliver your information. And you got somebody might want to drop a bag on you, do business with you. So don't get it fucked up. Don't get it discouraged. You go two ways. But I want you to always understand, no matter how many subscribers or views you got, they watch us. Just know that. Just like Alpo was watching us. I don't know if a lot of y'all heard the story. Or it's on YouTube somewhere. Alpo even was dissing Hassan Campbell. He was even dissing him. That showed he was watching YouTube. You know what I mean? He was watching a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? And this report also spoke on Brian Glaze Gibbs, and it also spoke on Sub-Zero. Those are YouTube content creators. And I'm trying to tell you, these other people outside the box, they gotta come to YouTube to get all the sauce. You dig? That's how this shit works. But this nigga Alpo was a delusional ass nigga, 55 years old, and he got smoked on Halloween because he thought he really was the mayor of Harlem. And he don't understand Harlem has changed so much since you've been gone, nigga. He thought it was fucking 1990. He thought it was 1980. He thought it was 1989 and shit. So that just shows you how these niggas are fucking sick in their head. Period. Moving right along. Like I said, just to recap, some of y'all pulled up when I was talking about the senior citizens with no heat, and they said it feel like refrigerators in their house. And one man that just recently had he had heart surgery. He said he don't want no fucking cold turkey. He want his fucking heat fixed. You dig? And just like the homie said the other day, you understand, the brother P was speaking about how, you understand, if people are homeless, why they giving people turkeys and food when they ain't got nowhere to cook it at? Like, that's common sense. So that's why you got to understand we live in a fucked up situation and everything is mixed up and backwards. That's just what the fuck it is. You understand? But this is what's going on, man. The senior citizens, they suffering, man, because nobody looking out for them. And in my opinion, there's something fishy about this situation. Allegedly, I think they purposely got their heat off because they probably want them out of that building. I got to understand these buildings in New York are worth a lot of money. And I also seen recently how they so-called finished the affordable housing in Brooklyn, East New York, my neighborhood, right? They finished the affordable housing, but guess what? This shit is from 275,000 to 400,000. And they call that affordable housing. So I'm trying to show you what the fuck is going on. All this property in New York is worth a lot of money. And they want a lot of people up out of there. That's what I'm trying to tell you. This is my whole point. I want y'all to understand this as well. Why you think they're making cribs $400,000 in the hood? Because they know one day you're going to be able to live in peace and harmony in these hoods. That's why they're exterminating niggas now. Then you're going to have all these other people from all over the world pulling up to America, moving into these new developments. You did? You're going to have people that's already in America, they got their bag right. They're going to be moving into all these new developments, living their best life. So I'm trying to tell you, it's people that plan on living their best life. It's just that some of y'all not included. And that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. It is going to be a better day when it's all over with. But like they say, what I learned is they looking for the diamonds. You dig? They figure the people that make it through all this bullshit are going to be the perfectly cut diamonds that make it through society. Meaning the good people in America, that's only the people they want to be around. You dig? They're taking out the trash right now, right before your face. So that's what all this is about. They figure if you a real smart thinking person, if you a real go getter, you dig. If you really know how to generate money, if you know how to take care of your family, those are the people they want around in the hereafter. All those other motherfuckers, they don't want you around. I'm just being real, and they got a plan for you. That's what I'm trying to tell you what all this shit is about. That's why this lockdown is going on, because while you lock down, everything is getting restructured, new rules being set in place. So when you come back out, it's a new playing field. But for those who are on point and stay on point every inch, every step, you got nothing to worry about. It's always going to be the dumb motherfucker with no information, no knowledge in their brain, going to believe everything they hear and see. And the whole time, they don't even know they being led off a cliff. You dig? They don't even know niggas leading you to jump off the bridge, and you following, and you jumping off the fucking bridge. Meanwhile, the rest of us, we're gonna be laid back on exotic islands. You did walking around in flip flops. You know what I'm saying? Drinking. You know what I'm saying? Sipping on rosé and shit like that. We're gonna be chilling, laughing at y'all motherfuckers when it's all said and done. That's how this shit gonna play out. So pay attention, man. Don't be distracted and don't get caught up in the dumb shit. Be your own thinker. Use your own mind. Don't listen to me neither. Don't believe shit I say. All right? Research the shit. If you already know, you already know. What's good? Salute to the chat, Rastafari. I see you, bro. Checking in from the West Coast. That's what I'm talking about, man. When the family pull up, man, we all here. Like I said, I like the way y'all vibe in the chat, man. That's what I'm saying. Y'all keep that shit going. Keep spreading that love, you heard? Keep spreading that positive energy, you heard? Because it's enough negative shit out here. We don't got time to play with none of that shit. You heard? That's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? But I'm about to get up out of here in a few, right? Because you know I gotta bust a couple moves, and I know y'all got shit to do too. You dig? But you know what I mean? I'm gonna let the chat shine. You heard? Y'all know how we do. It's all love over here. You know what I'm saying? Top of the top to the people, man. It's been a long night. Don't forget, man. Grown man talk, man. Every night, man. 10 p.m., man. Monday through Friday. The channel was Let's Talk About It with my homie P. You know what I'm saying? That's where we really get the cooking at. You know what I'm saying? And we cover so many different issues and so much information. And we also be having a lot of fucking comedy. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, with all this clown shit going on out here, we always got some shit to laugh at. You understand? That's where we at with this shit. I'm saying, let me let the chat shine, man. AP Wiz always on the pull up, man. That's family right there. You heard? That's how the fuck we do. I'm gonna be giving out more wrenches too. You see, when people show they consistent and they with, you know what I'm saying, and they with the family, that's when you get that wrench. You heard? But I'm gonna be real. If you be on too many dumb niggas pages and you be doing too much, you don't get no wrench, man. If you're not solid, you know what I'm saying. I don't hate on nobody on no other channel, but if you got to be solid, you know what I'm saying. I'm not letting no ops get no wrench, no infiltrators get no wrench. You heard? But if you want anybody channel, I don't got no problem with that. It just depends on who channel you be on a lot and who you co-sign. You did. You could be on somebody channel, but if you co-signing the wrong shit, you ain't getting no wrench from me. You heard? That's a fact. But I will be giving out wrenches, more wrenches. Gotti Savage, what's up, bro? You know we was up last night cooking, man. You heard? That's what I'm trying to tell niggas. We go to bed late and get up early, man. Ain't no lacking over here. I ain't no slouch, and that's another thing. That's why I get on early in the morning to let you know I don't never be no high nigga on camera. You feel me? I don't never do my shows high. None of them. That's how I knew that weed was fake. I'm gonna be real. I knew that weed had a lot of bullshit because when I first started, I tried to do some shit when I was smoking weed. I felt like a retard ass nigga. And it's also been a report, I shared it yesterday, about the brother Jay Marvelous, he showed it in his community section, and I'm gonna do more research on it because it was backing up what I was telling y'all about the fake bud, and they got reports in I think Connecticut or Massachusetts where they have found opioid and fentanyl traces in the fucking weed, and it's been overdoses. I told y'all niggas it's fake bud out here. You heard? And I'm gonna be doing more research, and I'm gonna do a special on this shit to prove it. Told y'all, man, I don't make no lies, man. I tell niggas what it is. You know what I'm saying? Not from a fan perspective or a hate perspective, nigga. I just started smoking weed 5 weeks, and I was smoking since 15. I know it's some goofy shit. Put it like this. I'd rather go back to smoking Reggie. You feel me? I'm gonna go if when I do start smoking again, it's gonna be Reggie Miller. Know that shit. I don't give a fuck. And that's a nigga could prove to me where that shit, where you grow that shit at. Or when I start squeezing that bud, nigga, that shit ain't that sticky icky, and I start feeling a whole bunch of tiny crystals and dirt and residue. Yeah, I know what type of residue that is, nigga. That's that fatty residue. You heard? And the weed all dry and crumbly and fucking residue all in my shit. I know what type of weed that is. That's that lace weed, you heard? I'm a professional, nigga. I sold drugs my whole fucking life, man. You understand? In between working and doing other shit. You understand? But I'm a nigga. I got kicked out the crib at 16, you heard? Permanently at 18. Cut off, nigga. Had to do for self. So I know the streets, man. I know everything about that shit. That's why I say, man, I give a disclaimer because I ain't in them fucking streets no more. That's why I'm telling you it's over. If I could tell you a nigga, I know it's over. Heard? I'm the most finessingest nigga. Thought could never be faded in them streets. I'm trying to tell you what time it is, man. I seen this shit a couple years ago. What's good, P? You know how the fuck we do, man. Grown man talk, man. You see the logo, man. When you see that logo, you pull up, man. That mean we on and we lit. That's how we do this shit. Miss Playful. That's the queen, the net detective. You heard? Serving niggas up every day. Serving them up. You understand? We deal with strong black women over here, man. That's how we deal, man. We deal with a lot of different energy, right? But we keep it right over here. Period. You know what I'm saying? And that's about it, man. You understand? Once again, salute to the chat, salute to the family. Stay tuned, more to come. We're gonna be definitely doing what up, Diz? That's the bro right there, man. Where you been at, Diz, man? That's one of my first supporters right there from day one. Been holding it down. Been holding me down. You heard? All y'all, man. Like I said, man, more to come. You know what I'm saying? We probably gonna do a Thanksgiving special too tomorrow. But we definitely gonna keep it coming. And like I told y'all, really, if y'all ain't here, all that we dealing with the fourth quarter of the year. So you just seeing a lot of playing around. When the first of the year come in, that's when we about to get on a super grind. You heard? I'm about to super grind this shit out. You know what I'm saying? I'm still in the learning process. I only been on YouTube 6 months, man. But you're gonna see a super grind. Trust me when I tell you. Connecticut in the building. Once again. Like I said, man, this is the 4NOFAME prime time episode 46. You dig? Kanye West, the lunatic, the loon ball. Him and Drake are charging $200 to $500 for a ticket for Larry Hoover show. And the people are mad and the people are fed up with these niggas. And we're going to see what happened next. And I told y'all that whole Young Dolph situation is going to be Blues Clues and nobody going to get caught. And I told you every day they're going to keep giving you bits and pieces, but you're never going to know who did the shit. And niggas going to get away clean. You heard? That's the game they play. And I'm going to show you how that shit been nothing but distractions. And hopefully, you have a good weekend. A good Thanksgiving, and a good weekend. But like I said, at the same time, don't let all this holiday shit go to your head. You know what I'm saying? Don't feel like you less of a person because, you ain't got a lot of fake people around you and you ain't got a whole lot of food to eat. You know what I'm saying? Don't feel bad. Do what you got to do to make you happy, man. But just know it's a better day and you always can change your ways. That's all you got to know. As long as you breathing, you got 24 hours, you can always change your life. You can always make a change as long as you living. And that's part of the good shit in America. You did? Because nobody got a gun in your head telling you what you can't do as long as you're free and in good health. And with that note, you dig? I'm about to be up out of here. One.